Welcome back to the Junior Mints podcast. I'm your host, Finn Mintz. Welcome to the show. Today, what we're going to talk about is how to handle jealousy. Now, jealousy is one of those things that let's see. I talked about it briefly, I think, on this show earlier. However, it's one of those things that, it's a pain in the ass, is what I'm trying to say. However, when you learn to handle it, you will be so much better. You will feel so much better about yourself and a bunch of stuff. So, jealousy, right? Let's break it down into a basic definition of it is defined as being envious of someone or something or whatever because they have a certain quality that maybe you don't have, or bloody blah. The definition of jealousy is kind of a broad definition. It boils down to being envious of someone, wishing you were a certain way, or wishing you had something. I don't know. So let's see. Jealousy. For one thing, I have had plenty of experiences being a jealous piece of garbage. Now, that's not fun. It's not. And it's just because what jealousy boils down to is comparing yourself to people or other beings, I guess, and that's not healthy at all. And it also helps to be thankful and grateful for what you have, and maybe not necessarily what you don't have. For example, quick little story or something. When I was at the gym one time, I saw I forget who they were, but I saw this really buff person getting after lifting weights and stuff, and it's kind of and for a minute I was like, dang, this person looks more jacked than me and blah blah blah, therefore they're stronger, blah blah blah. But then I remember, no, you can't do that. That person, let's say that person at the gym over there, I don't know, is different both physiologically, mentally, and all this other stuff than I am. And that was happening. I was wishing that I would be more jacked or something because I was comparing myself to that person. Just an example. So, for example, if you go to the gym too, and you maybe are starting out or something like that, or where have you, and you see someone who looks to be in better shape than you, well, they are on a different path, and you can't really compare yourself in that way because it's not fair. And flip the script a little bit. Someone could be looking at you wishing that they could be as in shape as you. So it's kind of that whole self-comparison thing. Believe me, I've done it without even knowing it, and then when I have realized that I've done it, I get all I feel so bad about myself, But every time I do it, every time I see something that I'm oh dang, I wish I had that, or I wish I was that person. No. Hit the pause button, time out for a second. You can't compare yourself. End of story. Because it's not healthy for us. Not healthy for you, not healthy for me. Nobody. I can't name a person. There has never been a time where a person has gone, oh, I want to compare myself to that person because they're taller than me, or I want to compare myself to that person because she's prettier than me. What the heck are you talking about? Jealousy comes in all forms. That's just jealousy being oh, and actually, I'll tell you this. Let's say this. Let's say it's like a chain reaction, right? The first piece of the chain is self-comparison. Actually, no, the first piece of the chain actually can go in. It's interchangeable. This is what I mean. First piece of the chain is jealousy, and that leads to self-comparison. Or the first chain is self-comparison, then that leads to jealousy. It's the same thing. One happens after the other. There's no correct order. They can both happen, maybe even simultaneously. It sucks. It sucks. Especially like another form of jealousy and how to handle it. Actually, to kind of tie off the first piece of advice I gave you, don't compare yourself to others because you'll be jealous. Trust me. I've been there, you've been there. Moving on. Now, on the next big category that jealousy can occur is in, let's say, I don't know, relationships. Yeah. Okay. If you're currently in a relationship right now, you can't deny the fact that you've been jealous of someone that your significant other has talked to. You can't deny that. It has happened to everyone. It's happened to me. It probably has happened to you once or twice. It happens, okay? And that's also where that self-comparison thing comes in. And one more little branch thing gets introduced, more on the positive side. You have to have more self-confidence in yourself, you know? That sounds weird, but yes, I understand. Jealousy does happen. But actually, I heard a great piece of advice from one of my friends. If you just, shine a light on it and admit jealousy is there, it'll go away. Yeah, I have had trouble myself. But once you admit, oh, maybe I'm jealous of this person because this and this, or it's like, I'm jealous of you because blah, 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 then it'll just fade away. Now, back to relationships. When this can happen to either one of the parties in that relationship, when one of the two, whether it's the boy or the girl or whatever, or, when one of them gets jealous, so jealousy can lead to another chain in the link, or a link in the chain, I guess, is self-comparison, or jealousy leads to insecurities. And then insecurities can lead to another chain, or another link in the chain of low self-esteem. That's not fun for you or your significant other. Believe me, I have had moments where, like, my significant other had to scold me, and thank God she did. She had to tell me, "Hey, stop doing that, and you're being weird again." Thank God that she says that, because if she hadn't said that, I would still be an insecure piece of shit. Pardon my French. So, your significant other is there to help you when you're jealous, and you only make it worse when you get more insecure and jealous. They're just trying to help you. And last but not least, being jealous in a relationship can kind of be a turnoff for some people. So it's kind of like it's like a big circle. You can't actually. We're gonna go back to those two. Actually, I'm gonna say one more thing. So, like, if your significant other tells you that you're acting weird, chances are you're probably acting weird. And there's probably something going on. They're there to help you. They are there to help you. So, be glad that they are in your life, okay? Anyway, so back to the two little chain links. You can't compare yourself to other people. It's also, I know I've said that numerous times, but I mean it, because I want you guys to succeed in not being jealous, okay? Because it's like, jealousy is a bitch. Jealousy is a bitch, okay? So, when it comes to relationships and jealousy, though, be confident. There's a reason your SO fell in love with you to begin with. And without the confidence, it can lead to other bad things. I'm just trying to warn you. I'm just warning you guys, okay? Now, moral of the story of how to handle jealousy. if I can boil it down to one piece of advice, just one. The one piece of advice I would give to handling jealousy and how to handle it and how to beat it, I'm going to say it once and then I'm going to sign off. Ready? Don't compare yourself to others. It's a pain in the ass, okay? I'm just trying to warn you. I know I sound stern, but I'm trying to help you guys, okay? Anyway, hope you guys actually enjoyed that episode of Junior Mints. And please take my advice and pass it on. I hope it helps you guys out, okay? If my advice does help you out, and you guys do enjoy this series and show, please drop a like. Please subscribe to my channel for videos every Wednesday and every Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to the Junior Mints Podcast. I have been your host, Finn Mintz, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.